Hello and welcome to the version 8 installation part 2, the Live Maps portal. In part 1 I covered installation of the authoring console and the operations manager extensions. So in this one I want to discuss the system requirements as well as the basic role for the Live Maps portal. And then I'll go on to when you should use the Express versus the Advanced. I want to demonstrate the two different ways that we can install the Live Maps portal. One of those being the Express install and the other one through the Advanced install. Also keep in mind that the software itself can be downloaded at www.savision.com/downloads, and it can be downloaded as an ISO or a self-executable. The Live Maps portal has some basic requirements. Starts off with .NET and ASP.NET 4.0. We need to run IIS 7.0 or higher. The IIS 7 setup is a basic setup plus Windows authentication. We also run the website under an app pool user. That app pool user needs to have DB data reader access to both the Operations Manager and Data Warehouse databases, as well as local logon batch rights. The Live Maps portal is used to display Live Maps services, lists, diagrams, interactive maps, as well as system dashboards and custom dashboards in a browser. The website itself is written in all HTML5, which allows it to be opened up in any browser, including on mobile devices. This allows users to see SCOM data outside of SCOM without the need of an Operations Manager console. This allows the delivery of content to CIOs, upper-level management, business owners, service owners, help desk, anyone who needs to see the information. More importantly, it's in an easy-to-understand format. So now I want to go over some notes on the different types of installs. The Express install is a quick setup with Windows authentication. Generally should be installed on a management server. Can be installed before any other component, including the authoring console and the Operations Manager extensions, because it will import the required management packs and ask for a license key if you haven't already installed the authoring console. It will install as a child application, meaning you'll have to go to server name /Live Maps Unity portal to gain access to it. It also attempts to use the SCOM action account for the app pool user, but you can change this during the install. Remember, whatever account you use must have that DB data reader access into your Operations Manager and Data Warehouse databases. Now for the Advanced install, it allows a couple different options. So you can either choose Windows or Forms authentication. Should be installed after you've installed the authoring console. You can choose between two different types of installation. One, a child application, meaning server name /Live Maps Unity portal, or in an empty website, just the server name. And now on to the Express installation. Now I'm using the ISO, so I've gone through the auto run to get to my splash screen, but if you're using the self-executable, just double click on it and it'll launch and present the splash screen as you see. To start the Express installation, just simply click on Express Installation, accept the EULA, and now it's going to connect to Operations Manager and start the import of your management packs. Once it's done importing the management packs, it's going to ask for a license key. Now keep in mind, if you've already installed the authoring console, it'll actually just skip over this process. Click OK, update the key, and now it's going to ask for the domain account user. By default, mine's grabbing the Operations Manager action account. Now that I've typed in my password, click on OK. It's going to check the credentials real quick and create my child application as well as my application pool. Once the installation is complete, the Live Maps Unity portal will launch and it's ready for use. And now I'll go over the Advanced installation. Once again, I have my splash screen up from running my ISO. I'm going to click on Advanced Installation this time. And now I'm presented with the same choices I was in part 1, but now I'll go into Install Live Maps Portal. Now we can go through the wizard by clicking Next, agreeing to the EULA. You can choose between Forms or Windows Authentication. I'm going to go ahead and do Windows Authentication. Click Next. It'll ask for your default management server, and I do recommend enabling Express Sign-On when using Windows authentication. Click Next. You can agree to participate in the customer improvement. Click Next. At this point, you can choose how you're going to install it. So if you're going to put it into an empty website, pick Website. If you want it to be installed as a child application, which I'm going to do this time, go ahead and pick Child Application. Click Find Sites. It'll ask you for the destination folder. From here, I can pick the site that I want to install it in. In this case, I'll choose the default website. The reason why it's insecure is because I do not have an SSL certificate installed. And now I must create a new app pool. Go ahead and give your app pool a name. Type in a domain account that has that DB data reader access to both the Operations Manager and Data Warehouse databases, and of course the password. And then press Configure. I'll give it a moment, and then I can click on Install. Go ahead, and if you want to, you can create yourself a shortcut and then click on Finish. At this point, I can go ahead and launch the application. If you pick the Express Sign-On option, then it'll automatically log you in. You do not have to hit that Sign In button. It'll launch the LiveMaps Unity portal, and you're ready to use it. This concludes the installation of the LiveMaps portal. If you'd like to know more, please contact Savision support at the information provided below. Thank you very much.